Guys, this is actually better than I thought it would be. Um,
Hey, Carnivore Hunters, it's Doug. So my wife and I, we've always been big entertainers. And a couple years ago, our kids actually got us one of these solo stoves, the pizza ovens. Well, you know, pizza's not really too conducive to the carnivore lifestyle, so we haven't used it as much as we'd like to. But I had an idea. What if we cooked a steak as hot as these pizza ovens get inside here? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try it out, see how it works. So what I've done is I've gotten this up to, I think we're just shy of 800 degrees on here. So what I have is this is a cast iron like fajita pan. And what I want to do first is actually I'm just going to throw this in here for about 5 minutes and get that pan nice and ripping hot. And then we're going to throw our steak on there. Now, as far as my steak, same as always, I always season with salt and pepper. I know a lot of you guys don't do pepper. Don't do the pepper then if that's up to you. Also, since this is going to be cooked at such a high heat, I did kind of lightly coat this in avocado oil on the outside. Typically, I prefer to use butter, but when you're talking about 700, 800, even close to 900 degrees, that butter would just burn up and probably get nasty really quick. So that's what we're going to do. So in just a couple of minutes, we'll come back. I will pull out this pan. We'll throw the steak on and we'll give this a shot, see how it turns out. See you in a few. Hey guys, so we're back. The pan's been in our pizza oven for about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to pull this out here, being extra careful. Because this has now gotten up to about 900 degrees. Just going to lay that pan there. Now again, keep in mind I did put oil on this steak specifically for this purpose. We're going to get that in there. Ooh. Yeah, looks like I've already got some cotton melting to the handle. Probably screwed that one up just a little bit. But as I slide this pan back in my oven, I'm going to make sure that fat is back towards the flame, which is in the back on these pizza ovens here. So we're going to leave that in there for about 2 minutes. Then I'll pull it out again, bring it onto here, just flip the steak over real quick, let it go for another 2 to 3 minutes on that other side, check the temperature, and make sure we're getting up to probably no higher than about 130. I like mine, you know, at the low end of medium rare. So we will be back in just about 2 minutes. Okay guys, it's been just a couple of minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out now. I swapped out that pot holder that came with this cheap little pan for this silicone one because it was actually starting to melt. I'm sure you guys saw that previously. Ooh, and that's a little darker than I'd like. Actually, you know what? This is something I forgot. You'll want to turn it down to about half. My first time trying this, guys, so I wanted to show you guys what that would be like. Gonna get this back in here. Just another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to pull it out and check that temperature. All right, guys, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and we're going to check the temperature real quick. It's got a really nice crust, if not a little too dark for me. But let's give this a shot, see what the temperature reading is. Oh, and that's actually really low. That is pretty rare on the inside, guys. We might have a failure here, but I'm going to go ahead and put this back in for a few minutes and see if we can't get that internal temperature up. I did pull it out a little early because, again, everything I've read, you do want to turn your stove down to about half temperature to prevent overcooking, which I neglected to do. So that's what I'm here for, to make the mistakes for you. We'll come back in a couple of minutes and we'll give this one more shot. Okay, guys, I think we're just about done here. Get that pulled out, and yeah, that's honestly a little darker than I'd like to see normally, but overall the crust looks great. Just a little bit more black. Ooh, that side looks really good here. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this plated, give it about a 10-minute rest, and we'll come back and give you guys a taste test, see how it turns out. We'll see in a few. Hey, carnivore hunters. So we're done. My steak has had a good rest here. As you can see, a really good crust on it, almost a little too dark in spots. That's my fault. I should have turned the pizza oven down to about half medium, maybe even medium low, before I threw the steak in. But you live and you learn, right? But let's cut into this bad boy and see how it looks. Looks good so far. A little darker than I'd like, but this is still just the end cut. Oh, wow. Guys, this is actually better than I thought it would be. Little, again, I think I could turn it down a little bit before I throw it in the first time. But this is actually fantastic. This is like a steakhouse. Fantastic crust. Still very juicy. Guys, in terms of speed, you know, I don't know if you saw the air fryer video on making a steak. That one turned out okay. This is a fantastic steak. I will make this steak again just to make it this way. It changes the flavors up a little bit, even though I really didn't season it that much differently. Fantastic crust and just amazing flavor. So, you guys, I don't really have much else to say. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to finish this amazing steak. You guys have a great one. See you next time.